Hello everybody, my name is Jason Morgan, and this is my application to the Field Training Officer position, hopefully imparting some wisdom and my own experience onto the next generation. So some responsibilities of a Field Training Officer are to bridge that gap between the academy and the real world job. I'm there to put trainees into real world situations, and I'm there as a mentor and guide to help them get through these situations unscathed. I'm there to evaluate their performance and offer that daily feedback. I'm also going to try to instill in them the importance of policy, procedural standards, and compliance to those. Also, I want to touch on the fact that a lot of these kids are coming from straight from the academy and straight from the street. So they might have some experience, but that experience pales in comparison to the reality of the job. Some qualities of an effective field training officer are integrity, patience, ethical leadership. You got to have the strong communication skills. You have to adapt to the students and commitment to professionalism. So the patience and ethical leadership and integrity part are you are their role model. Whether you see yourself as that or not, that's what you are to them. You are their first experience into being a police officer. You have to have the strong communication skills and feedback skills. You have to be able to communicate what's expected of them, and you also have to be able to take that feedback from your students. You might be more experienced, but that doesn't mean you see everything and you know everything. If you keep your ears open, they might be able to teach you something. Also, you have to adapt to the students, right? No call is the same. No investigation is the same. Why would you expect the students to be the same? Everybody's different. Everybody has a different learning style, and it's your job to kind of not necessarily adapt or bend the knee to each student, but you have to come in with a unique approach to everybody. And then finally is commitment to professionalism. At the end of the day, our job is very, very serious, and there's no room for mucking about or, goofing off or not being at your 100%. You need to be absolutely professional all the time. Challenges in the FTO role, it's adapting to generational learning, manage the passive versus active mindset, balancing that weird tightrope of I'm your evaluator, but I'm also your mentor, and dealing with social integration. So adapting to the generational learning. I mean, I know coming in, I'm not as old as some, but I'm in my 30s. So when I came in, there was no question. Your FTO was essentially a walking, talking, like he decided if you kept your job or not. So you did everything you could to appease them. That's not going to work with this new generation, plain and simple. From personal experience, it's not going to work. Managing that passive and active versus active is, by that I mean a lot of these trainees are coming straight from the academy, and they're coming from a mindset of, oh, I'm just going to sit in the back of the class, I'm going to chill, don't pick on me, I don't want to be the demonstration dummy, to where now you're in the real world, you need to be active. The drunk guy that's charging at you from across the street, he's not going to wait for you to raise your hand. Like, it's game time and you need to be ready. And then you also have to find this balance between being their evaluator, somebody that potentially holds their career in your hands, and also being a mentor and not coming down too harshly on these kids, because at the end of the day, they are kids and they're there to learn and they're there to do a thankless job. And it's your job to kind of mentor them and build them up. Also, dealing with social integration, a lot of these trainees, they're coming straight from the street, straight to the academy, straight to the field. They don't know what it's like to be an officer, and it's your job to help bridge that gap. The Christian worldview in the FTO role is huge. Um, Even though we are a consequence to people's actions, we're not the judge and jury. We have no right passing judgment on people that we interact with every day, because you don't know. And I strongly believe everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Um, so that is a mindset of you have to promote dignity and redemption, right? Because even if somebody is a dirtbag, a pure, simple scumbag, even they have the ability to be redeemed. What I can bring to the FTO program, I have years of prior experience mentoring and leading others. I like to think that I have a pretty strong understanding of policy and procedures, and I'm committed to ethical leadership. And then most importantly is officer safety is my number one priority. I want to make sure everybody goes home safe. And if you can't make the cut, I'm going to let you know and I will let you go. At the end of the day, FTOs are mentors, evaluators, and leaders. Our success as an FTO depends solely on our character, on our adaptability, and our faith. Thank you for your time. These are my sources. Ta-da! Sources.